Once upon a time, in a little village, there lived a girl named Mia. Mia loved to paint. She painted flowers, rainbows, and animals using her old paintbrush. But she wished she could make her pictures come to life. One morning, while walking through the woods, Mia found a beautiful golden paintbrush lying on the ground. It shimmered in the sunlight. She picked it up, and a tiny note fell out. It read, "This paintbrush is magic. Whatever you paint will come to life." Mia couldn't believe her eyes. She ran back home, eager to try it out. First, she painted a small red apple, and to her surprise, the apple popped right out of the paper. It was shiny and juicy, and she shared it with her little brother. The next day, she painted a big blue bird, and the bird flew out of the paper, chirping happily. It fluttered around their house before flying off into the sky. Mia was thrilled and thought of all the wonderful things she could create to make her village happy. One day, the village river dried up, and everyone was worried because they had no water. Mia had an idea. She ran to the riverbank, took out her magic paintbrush, and painted a flowing river. As she painted, water began to gush and flow, filling up the riverbed. The villagers cheered, grateful for Mia's help. Mia used the brush for good things. She painted new houses for families who needed them, and trees with sweet fruits for the village children. But soon a greedy man named Mr. Grump heard about Mia's magic paintbrush. He wanted it for himself so he could paint gold and treasure. One night, Mr. Grump snuck into Mia's house and stole the paintbrush while she was asleep. He ran back to his house and quickly painted a giant bag of gold coins. But instead of gold, out popped a big bouncy frog that landed right on his head. He tried to paint jewels, but they turned into shiny fish that splashed him with water. Mia found out what had happened and went to Mr. Grump's house. She saw him covered in mud and fish, looking very silly. Mr. Grump begged her to take the paintbrush back, realizing that it wouldn't work for greedy wishes. Mia smiled, took the brush, and said, "The paintbrush only works when you use it to help others." From that day on, Mia continued to use her magic paintbrush to make her village a wonderful place, and Mr. Grump even learned to be kinder. Mia knew that the best kind of magic wasn't in the brush, it was in the good things you do for others.